in Starkville, Mississippi. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This running back has been revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered each and every week. We see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15. They are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one, so there's a lot of eyeballs.
Makes the catch, and he's free. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To throw, Manning. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Makes the catch. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David.
Makes the grab in their space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Townsend. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll do it himself. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Again, it's Brown. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities, I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. Powers through. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll give it to Brown. Might have a chance. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's West. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Manning throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts. Small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Extra point here will tie the game.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Send the back in motion. Throwing Manning. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Breaks free and he might be gone. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. You like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to the running back in space with great tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
They make the stop, but a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Dropping back, it's Manning. Flips it out to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll run with Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 11 team, the Duke Blue Devils.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Here's Manning to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Texas! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! They They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback, and when he throws it, go break on it, gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Throwing right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Under fire, being chased. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's got him. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.